I'm so excited to be sharing this tutorial with you today because automating my Excel files with a Python script have not only saved me time at work, but it allows me to reduce any error had I done this manually. So if you find yourself dealing with a ton of Excel files that you manually and repeatedly have to put together, then this is the video for you. My name is Laura, and let's get started. Creating two Python scripts that will output two Excel files. And I want to show you what those outputs look like right now so you know what to expect. So let me first show you the data. I'm on my desktop and I created a folder called sleep data up here. I'm going to click right into that. And if you see here, I have from December to August. This is my sleep data from Fitbit. If you don't know what Fitbit is, it's a watch. I'm actually wearing it right now that records all of your activities. One of those activities are your sleep. So I got this from online. You can use your own Fitbit data if you really want to do this, or your own Excel files. And if you want to follow along with me, I'll make sure to link them down in the description below so you guys can follow along. So let's go ahead and open one of these up just to see what they look like. So this is my sleep data from December. You could see that I didn't record every single day. That's all right. It has the start time, the end time, and all these different metrics all the way down to deep sleep. And all of the months have the same data for whenever I recorded my sleep. So what we are going to create is an all sleep data where it shows all of the months on top of each other on all one Excel file. And then the second thing we're going to want to do is something similar. They're going to be in the same Excel workbook, except in different sheets. So you see over here, I have the September, October, November, and so on. So let's get right to it. The IDE I'm going to be using is PyCharm. Make sure you have an IDE installed or wherever you can run this, and make sure you have Python installed. So I created a folder called Automate Excel file. We're going to create a new Python file, all sleep data. And the first thing you're going to want to do is import all the libraries. So you're going to put import pandas as PD. Pandas is the library that you're going to be using in order to manipulate all the data, to really glue together all the Excel files. And we're going to import glob. Before we go any further, if you don't have pandas, make sure to install it. You can either install it in the terminal or with pip install, or you could go to File, Settings. Then you're going to see the project. Click on the interpreter, and then there's going to be a plus sign over here or over here, depending on the version of PyCharm that you have. You're going to click this. You're going to search for pandas, and it's going to be a lot of different things. Don't get overwhelmed. Just click the first one and install the package. I'm going to go ahead and close this up because I already have it installed. I don't want to get an error. I'm just going to put OK. Close that up. So we have import pandas, import glob. Glob's already with Python. This is going to help us retrieve the file name paths, which I'll show you in a second. So the first thing we're going to need is the location. The location that I have here is called sleep data. So I'm going to click right in here. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put that in quotes. And if you see here, you're going to have to put a double slash, otherwise it won't work. And then two more slashes at the end, and we're going to put asterisk.xls. And essentially what this is doing, if we look over at my sleep data, it's taking all of the files with the extension .xls. .xls is a very old Excel version. Fitbit, this is the Excel version that they provided. Yours may be a newer version of Excel, so put .xlsx, so whatever you need. And this is really important because imagine you have a file. This doesn't have anything else other than Excel files. But let's say you have CSV here or pictures. It's really useful because you're not going to have to move all these Excel files to a different folder if you don't want to. So we're going to close that up. We're going to put Excel files equals glob.glob location. And I want to go ahead and print that out for you so you can see what that looks like. Excel files. If you've never used PyCharm, just right click and then run all sleep data, or you could do Control-Shift F10, which is what I'll be using, and then toggle this up. And now you see it creates a list of all the different file path names. So we have August, December, November, and so on. October, September over here somewhere. So let's delete this. And now what you're going to want to do is create a data frame. If you don't know what a data frame is, you could think about it like an Excel file, but in Python, an empty one. So you're going to put data frame 1. I'm going to set that to pd.dataframe parentheses, and now we have our, you could think of it as a spreadsheet to put in all the other Excel files. So we have multiple Excel files, so we're going to need to iterate through a loop. So we're going to put for Excel file, for each Excel file, in Excel files, df2 equals pd.read Excel. You're going to see that it has a whole different options like Excel, CSV. That's the great thing about Pandas, that it reads so many different, so much data from different places. So essentially this is reading the Excel file and putting it into a data frame format, so we can put it into this new one that we created here, and for each Excel file. And then here's really where the magic happens. We're going to put df1, which is the empty data frame, and we're going to put pd.concat, where it's going to glue them all together, and we're going to put this in a list. So df1 is the empty data frame, and then we're going to concat df2. Before we send it into Excel, I want to show you how this looks like. Print df1, and then we're going to put Control Shift F10. And you see that, well, this doesn't have all of our data. It's in between these little dots here. If you want to see how the data looks like, because I do, you could put an option here, pd.setOption. We're going to put display max rows. There are 91 rows according to over here. And then we're going to run this Control Shift F10. And if you open this up, now you have all of our data. We can do the exact same thing for columns and set this to max columns, and then I think that there's 9 columns here, but it becomes very messy for me, so this is good enough. So now what we're going to want to do is look at it, and you see that over here it has from 0 to 31 and then 0 to 8, like how many days like I recorded that, and I think that that's the August, and then here's the December one. If you want it to be chronologically from like 1 to 91, what you're going to want to do is put over here index, ignore index, and we're going to equal to true. Run that, and now we have all the way down to 90, from 0 to 90. So perfect. So now what we're going to want to do is send it over to Excel. And we're going to want to do that by putting df1, that's the one that we're going to send over. We're going to put to Excel. And then we have to put in the location, or you could just simply put the file path name. I want to put it in this empty folder called combined sleep data, and just click in here, copy this over, and I'm going to put this in quotes. Again, make sure to put your flashes. And then 2 more flashes, and then the name of the file you want to create. So I want to put all sleep data .xlsx. I'm switching it over to SX, the newer version of Excel, because I want the newer version there. Run this now. So Control Shift F10. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the empty combined sleep data, and it's here. So let's look in there. Now you see that we have all of our sleep data. We're almost there. If you see here, we have this extra index here, and we don't really need it because we already have the one on the left side. So we want to get rid of that. And then if you notice here, we have some blanks. And if you look at the previous Excel file, let's look up December. Instead of blanks, there's NAs here. You may want that to be blanks, but I wanted to say NA just like so it could follow the pattern of our file. And so what we're going to do is fix those 2 things, take away that index and put NAs where they need to be. So the way you take away that extra index, you could put index equals false. If this will work. Equals false, and then fill in all those blanks with NAs, or with their appropriate setting would be df1.fill NA. I'm going to put that into parentheses, and then we're going to put value is equal to NA, and in place equals true. So it could run in place. So we're going to go ahead and run this again. Control Shift. Oh, also you're gonna want to make sure to close the file. Like let's say that we have combined all sleep data. Make sure to close that, otherwise you're gonna get an error. We're gonna now run that. Cool, it runs here, there's no errors. Let's go look at our combined sleep data. It's still here, it just overwrote it. Now you can see that we don't have that index anymore, and the blanks have become NAs, just like how we wanted to. All right, cool. So we're done with the first part. Let's create the multiple sheets. So now that you understood this a little bit, creating the other one's gonna be simpler. So we're gonna create a new Python file. We're gonna call this multiple sheets of sleep. Oh boy. And we're gonna import pandas as PD, import glob, and import OS. And OS is gonna also help us retrieve file path names. So again, we're gonna wanna just use this up. So we're gonna set the location, we already have it there, might as well use that again. And then what we're gonna wanna do is create an Excel writer. So we're gonna do this by writer equals pd.Excel writer. And we're gonna create one called multiple sheets. So we're gonna take this, because I want it in the same place, but I'm gonna call it a different name. I'm gonna call this multiple sheets. Okay. And essentially what Excel Writer is, it's a class for writing data frames. And the reason why we're doing this and we didn't do it in the other one is because since we're putting this in sheets is something that's very particular or unique to Excel. And if we do it the way we did it before, it's gonna overwrite them and it's not gonna create multiple sheets. So we're gonna put for Excel file in Excel files. And what we're gonna wanna do is create a sheet name. Essentially, I want it to be the name of December, October, November, December. So if we just put Excel file, just so I could just remind you all again, and we're gonna just print the sheet just to show you how that looks. Let's run this. I just want the August or like the December or the November. I don't want all of this information because that's going to be too long. I think that it'll actually cause an error because I don't think sheet names could be that long. So what we're going to want to do instead is use OS. So we're going to use os.path.basename Excel file. And then I just want to show you how that looks. Print sheet, run this. And now we're almost there. I just want to get rid of the .xls. We're going to split it. Sheet equals sheet.split. Split it by the dot that it has there. And then we're going to get the first item of the list because now it's creating a list. And let's just print that over again. Print sheet. I shouldn't have deleted that like 3 times, but it's all right. Now we have August, December, November, October, September. Perfect. So that's what the sheet name is going to be called. So what we need to do is, again, create a data frame where it's going to read all the Excel files, pd.read Excel. Now we're going to put Excel files. Perfect. And now what we're going to want to do is also fill in all the NAs that are going to turn into blanks. So df1.fill NA value equals NA. And then in place. Okay, cool. And then we're going to send it over to Excel. So df.toExcel is going to be writer, because now we have here the location that we're going to send it to, writer. Then we're going to write the sheet name. Each sheet name, I want to call it sheet. And then index equals false, so we don't get that index that we don't need. And then we're going to put writer.save, and we're going to put control shift F10, And for some reason we got an error. Okay, right here. Okay, so now we have it there. Let's go see if we have it in the combined sleep data. We do. We have one called multiple sheets. Let's open this back up. And now you see that we have all the data, the August, December, November, October, September. And yeah, so now we created the 2 Excel files that we wanted to. Please let me know if this helped you. Please let me know if you guys use this. I really would love to know your feedback. And please like, comment, share, whatever you must do, and I'll create another one like this again.